Hey guys, Mowers and Blowers here again. Happy New Year. It's January 1st, 2018. We had a little bit of snow just a few days ago, as you guys know, and this is the Trac Drive Craftsman 524 that I got for free from City Island. Anyway, so I did use it, you know, even though it was only a couple of inches and stuff like that, I did use it. I noticed that it ran well. However, it seemed like it only ran like at 75% or close to choke, which means that, and when I turned it back down to the run position, all the way to the left, it wanted to stall. So I have a feeling that the carb needs to be cleaned a little bit. I think the jets might be a little bit clogged. I mean, it runs on choke and stuff, but it could use a cleaning, you know, for it to run optimally. And I'm going to try the electric start to see if it works. I never really tried it, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to take this cover off just to get access to the carburetor. It's just 2 screws here that attach onto the outer bracket of the carburetor, and the 1 screw over here that attaches to the muffler assembly. This little choke knob here just pops right out like that. So just take a screwdriver, comes right out. Now you'll be able to access this area here. It's attached to the key. You just let it hang there. Usually the easy way to take the carburetor off is to simply just take a Phillips screwdriver and take out these 2 bolts to the intake manifold. That's usually the easiest way, which I'm going to try to do now. So the bowl was a little dirty, had some crud in it, and the bowl nut was relatively clean. It had some gum in the holes, so I just poked it out with a little needle and stuff like that. There's a little tiny hole, as you guys know, on the very top. That needs to be cleaned out. That was a little bit clogged. I wasn't able to get this carburetor off. I mean, I could, but those bolts were so tough I didn't want to strip them with a screwdriver, you know. And so I'm just gonna take the jet nut out and clean the holes and clean the bowl, and then shoot some carb cleaner into the holes over here, and see if we can use just quick and dirty and see if it works out. So I just blew out the bottom. I curved the carburetor cleaner hose upward and blew into the shaft. It looked like it had a brand new emulsion tube. It's an orange one, and so that should, and it's plastic, so it should be clean, and I blew it out anyway. So I'm just going to release that fuel line clamp and let it run, and if it runs good, we'll put the cover back on. So while we're gonna go test this, might as well test this by electric start, you know, because this way now I'll know if it works. Let's see. See that? Once I did it to run, it didn't run well. It only worked like at 75% or close to choke. But maybe I didn't run it that long, you know? Maybe that's why. It'll run really well. It even runs well at idle, you know? That's very good. So we know that the starter works, runs well at idle, and at full throttle. It just have to warm up, you know? It's all good to me now. Yep. Runs well at idle too. Even at full run, see? this is where a situation where a quick and dirty carb clean is actually helpful, because all you needed to do was the symptoms were that it just was kind of bogging down when you did it to full rich, right? And so if it ran normally at 75% throttle, not throttle, choke setting, then and it still was revving high at high throttle, as well as a good idle, it means the carburetor is primarily clean. You just needed to clean out the holes of the nut jet that allowed it to run smoothly, and so that's what we did. We didn't have to take off the entire carburetor, but if it didn't run well, we would take the carburetor off and do a complete cleaning on it. But this quick and dirty worked well, and this one's ready to go. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.